Today, we are emptying out our hot water tank. It's part of the winterizing process. It's also changing out the anode rod. So we're going to use this whole step as a learning situation and show you how it's done. The first step you're going to want to do is empty your low point drain lines. Now, those are always going to be different on everybody's camper, so I can't show you exactly where yours are, but there's going to be a label underneath explaining exactly where it is. So do those first. There's the hot and the cold, blue and a red. Two caps, you just unscrew them, let the water come out. That should help get all the water out of your hot water tank. What you could also do is open up a hot and a cold faucet inside the camper. That'll take the pressure out as much as possible. So when you're coming out here to your hot water tank, it should be pretty straightforward. That's the easy part. So most tanked hot water tanks are going to look like this, give or take a thing or two. However, you're all going to have one of these little knobbies. This releases the pressure. So if you pull this open, water will come out of here. Don't be shocked, but that'll allow you to take your anode rod out without getting blasted out. What you're going to want to do from here is remove your anode rod. That's this big guy down here. It's a 1 1/16 socket. They do fit in there very snugly. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Check that first. You want to get the anode rod out and have a good look at it. This is bad. You can see the break near the bottom and all the goop stuck to it. That's its job, so it's doing great. Now, what I should show you, that's the difference, folks. This is after 1 year of usage. You can see the buildup inside, and that is just at the threads. I can't even imagine what it looks like inside of there. If you don't already have a spray wand, like I didn't, you can go onto Amazon for 20 bucks, get you the spray wand, 2 anode rods. There's an anode rod wrench, so there's 2 different sizes, depending on what you have, 2 different sizes on either end, and 2 rolls of plumber's tape. I'm going to start with this, more of a mist, but if you unscrew the top, this is what we're talking about. It squirts out 4 sides, so you can get in there and just go nuts. Be prepared for a lot of nasty to come out of here, like you saw in there, but you want to get in there and just kind of move it all around. Oh, trigger blocks, neat. Wow, it goes in there pretty deep. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, it's a lot of cloudy water coming out of there. I'm also going to get my brush as the water's coming out of here and kind of get those threads. You want to make sure that you don't have rust or any of that corrosion buildup on those. It's going to make screwing in the anode rod a little bit more difficult. So get like a 1 inch round, 1 inch round brush and just kind of give it a little scrubby dub dub. Okay, round 2. Wow. Round 1 wasn't enough, folks. Holy crow. Yep. Okay, I'm not 100% satisfied I've got it all out of there yet. So, give it another go. Yeah, I sure didn't. We're looking pretty clear now. I had a couple little things left in there, it looks like, but wow. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Clear water coming out. That's good stuff. So you let that drain out completely. Oh, I'm going to flick this back off too, by the way. Yeah, so look at all that nasty that came out. It's now collecting on my driveway. That was in our hot water tank, folks. So now we get our new anode rod, our plumber's tape. This is what it came with. I have my own, but might as well use this stuff anyway. And you're going to want to run this around the threads. I don't know who taught me this, or when I learned this, it might have been my father, but as you wrap the threads, you want to go in the direction that you're tightening. So as you're tightening, you're not unwinding it the other way around. Does that make sense? So you're basically reinforcing the wrap as opposed to unwrapping it as you go. So we go, and I don't know how liberal you want to go with this. It's a snug fit. So I'm going to give it a couple goes around. That should be plenty. Give it a yank. Not bad. And then just stick the new one in. Again, you can do this. You don't have to do it now. If you want to be more comfortable and you want to leave that open to breathe during the wintertime, it shouldn't matter. I mean, that's a usually 6 gallon or more hot water tank, so the water isn't going to expand that great and hurt the tank. I like to put it in, well, I like to put the thing back in, whether you have an anode rod or just a plug. So when the springtime, when you're getting ready to de-winterize, you're not getting a rush of water coming out of an open hole anywhere. If that makes sense. So we just plug this guy in there, and it's hard to get going because it's kind of, the rod wants to bend it down, so that you have to get it started, and then you can get your socket wrench and finish the job. You're going to want to get it good and snug in there. It doesn't go all the way to the end, so the head of the anode rod isn't going to touch the tank. It's going to be sticking out maybe 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little bit less. But I mean, you'll know when you can't turn it anymore. It's in there. I don't know why that is, but that's how our old one was, and that's how we bought it. Like I said, this is our first time with a camper with an anode rod. Our last one just had a plug, so it's new to me. But I want to make sure that you know how to do this going forward, because it's a super important job of winterizing your camper. It's also super important if you just want to check. If you camp a lot and you've got your hot water tank going a lot, you probably need to change your anode rod more than once a year. We did 16 trips this year. So from October to October, 16 trips. We had our one long one through Michigan. We don't shower every day, but we wash dishes and stuff. I mean, it gets used. So, yeah, I mean, that's a lot of buildup. I'm pretty sure it's calcium. We're going to look that up and put it in the top somewhere. Be like, yep, we were right, calcium. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm going to spray this down, but we just, close yourself back up. Hard to do one-handed. You're good to go till next spring. So I always want to thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, hit the bell so you can see all of the videos that come out. I mean, we've got a lot of the tours coming. We got a lot of these helpful hints. And you never know, we might be a cool Christmas one coming up for those hard to shop for campers in your life. So stay tuned for that. And until next time, happy camping, everybody.